Hello everyone, and welcome to MyniQ podcast. I'm your host, and I'll be sharing short English stories and conversations with you every day. Today's episode is The Panic of 1907. And the text level is fine. Learn about tricky action words and sayings, and how to talk about things when you know which thing you mean or how much of something. Stick around till the end for 5 quick questions to test your understanding. Alright then, let's get listening.
The Panic of 1907. It was October 9, 1907, and the streets of New York were in chaos. The Knickerbocker Trust Company had just failed, sending shockwaves throughout the financial district. As people scrambled to withdraw their money, a sense of panic spread like wildfire. Banks were closing left and right, leaving thousands without access to their savings. The once mighty institution of banking was crumbling before our eyes. Amidst the chaos, a small group of investors saw an opportunity to make a killing. They began buying up stocks at fire sale prices, hoping to cash in when the market rebounded. But as they dug deeper into their pockets, it became clear that something was amiss. The Panic of 1907 had begun, and no one knew how far it would spread or what its ultimate cost would be. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, the world watched in horror as the global economy teetered on the brink of collapse.
Now, let's move on to the conversation between Billy, Meg, Kelly, and their teacher, Louis, after reading the novel.
I loved reading about the Panic of 1907. It's crazy to think about how it affected the economy.
I know, right? I felt like I was right there in the midst of it all. The author did such a great job of bringing history to life.
Yeah, but what really got me was the part where the investors were buying up stocks at fire sale prices. It's like they were trying to take advantage of the situation.
Actually, Kerry, that's a great point. The Panic of 1907 was a time of great upheaval and opportunism. Many people tried to profit from the chaos.
I see what you mean, Louis. It's like how sometimes when there's a big storm, people will try to take advantage of others by selling them stuff they don't need.
Oh, that's so true. But it's also a reminder of the importance of being careful and doing our own research before investing in anything.
For sure, and I think the novel does a great job of showing how complex and nuanced history can be. It's not just about right and wrong, but about people making choices under difficult circumstances.
Well said, Kerry. The Panic of 1907 was a pivotal moment in American history, and it's essential to understand its complexities if we want to learn from it.
Now, let's test your understanding of the novel and the dialogue with 5 questions. Question 1. What was happening on October 9, 1907? I. The Knickerbocker Trust Company had just failed. B. The Panic of 1907 had begun. C. A new bank was opening. D. The economy was booming. E. It was a normal day. The answer is A. The Knickerbocker Trust Company had just failed. Question 2. What were people scrambling to do? A. Buy stocks at fire sale prices. B. Withdraw their money from banks. C. Sell goods on the market. D. Invest in new businesses. E. Take out loans. The answer is B. Withdraw their money from banks. Question 3. Who saw an opportunity to make a killing during the Panic of 1907? I. A group of investors. B. The government. C. Banks and financial institutions. D. People on the streets. E. No one. The answer is A. A group of investors. Question 4. What was happening to banks during the Panic of 1907? I. They were closing left and right. B. They were opening new branches. C. Their stock prices were rising. D. Their customers were happy. E. Nothing was changing. The answer is A. They were closing left and right. Question 5. What did Billy say he loved reading about? I. The Panic of 1907. B. The economy crashing. C. History books. D. Business news. E. Current events. The answer is A. The Panic of 1907. That's it for today's quiz. How many did you answer correctly? Thanks for tuning into my channel today. I hope you enjoyed the stories and conversations and found the quiz challenging yet fun. Don't forget to subscribe or follow us for more daily English learning content. Until next time, keep practicing your English and have a wonderful day.